What's up, guys? This video is very last minute because over the weekend I got stuff. Okay, it wasn't really unplanned because every single year ever since I met these guys at college, we would do a Christmas gift exchange after we come back from Christmas break. So I got a couple things that I thought you guys would be interested in seeing. At least, I want to share them on here anyway. Okay, these first two things, one book I got from one friend, the second book I got the other. Coincidence that they got this around the same time. AKA, it was completely and totally planned, thank you, Luis. But, they're both of the same, I wouldn't say series, but they're both of the same franchise. First I got Legend of Zelda... Ocarina of Time? Sorry if I completely butchered that name, all Legend of Zelda fans. This one I got from my friend Luis, who some of you probably know as Ranu Guitar. I mentioned him on this site before. And second one is Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages, which I got from our mutual friend Brenna. Like I said, it was completely, totally planned. The other thing I got from Luis is the first volume of a manga/anime that I had been wanting to read/watch for a very long time, but I have not gotten to it at all. Haven't you heard? I'm Sakamoto. Or, as you guys like to call it, Sakamoto desu ka. I heard this series is funny as hell. So I am prepared to laugh myself silly as I'm reading this. Just not during class anyway. And then anyway, I got a couple of things from my friend Tanner, who graduated 2 years ago, but he's still coming around campus just because he can. And rumor has it that he's moving away, like, pretty soon or sometime because he's searching for a job or he's looking into going to grad school. So he's trying to get rid of a lot of manga/anime stuff. I have a bag of manga beside my bed, which I'll get to in a second. But these are the manga/, well, one of them's actually a light novel, which I'm not sure if I'm going to be reading it or not. I just took it out of impulse. But here's the first thing. Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches. I've actually been wanting to get into this series for a while now. I've heard it was kind of fan servicey, kind of not. It's kind of unclarified what it is, but I was just like, nah, I'll give it a shot. If I hate it, I hate it. Like, whatever. Tanner only had, like, the first 2 volumes, so I just took those and I could just read the rest on the internet or find it in the library, I guess. And then I'm gonna disappoint a lot of anime fans when I say that I picked up this on impulse. Tanner just wanted to get rid of it, and I'm just like, hey, maybe it's better than the anime, who knows. Luis says it's not, but the anime was inspired by the light novel, so I'm like, it can't be as bad as the anime turned out, right? Right? This is the part where you usually say right. Yep. Okay, this thing's a little heavy. Yep. That was quite an adventure. So the first thing that caught my eye when I was looking through Tanner's anime pile was this little beauty. It's a Blu-ray, which I do have a Blu-ray/DVD player, so it should work. But Angel Beats is one of my favorite series. It's actually one of the only series that made me cry. Like, I'm not gonna spoil what happens, but I'm just gonna tell you that I will do a review on the anime of this later. But it's a good thing that I have the anime anyway, so that my sister and I can binge when we come back from school, or if I will see her. Second is an anime that I started, but I didn't exactly finish it because life got in the way of things. But I really do want to finish it because it's one of those anime that's very intriguing intriguing, and it caught my eye when I was looking through my anime list. Terror in Residence. Like I said, I started it, but I didn't finish it because the first 2 episodes, I wouldn't say they traumatized me, but they brought back some pretty graphic images from when I was a kid, and I kind of ran out of the room just to clear my mind a little afterwards. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, maybe this is just for the sake of you guys not going through, like, PTSD or whatever. The guy who created the original manga/anime series was a guy who really liked, or was inspired for scenes in this anime by some events that happened in the past, and I'm just gonna say it right now that the first episode, or the thing that happens in the first episode, was kind of inspired by the 9/11 terrorist attack. So for those of you who get traumatized by terrorism or stuff like that really easily, I probably would recommend to not watch this anime in general, or at least, like, avoid the ending in the beginning to the first and second episode. But I'm thinking about watching the rest of this because the characters are pretty cool. I mean, 12. 12 is just so adorable. The next one was a series that I wanted to get into for a long time, and I am so glad that Tanner had it. It's Eden of the East. It's supposed to be, I think, as he said it, like an action/thriller/mystery type anime. Heard it's pretty awesome. I also got the 2 movies from him. I don't know which to read first, but I'm gonna watch first. I'm gonna have to look that up later after I watch the TV series first. And because I'm a Studio Ghibli freak and this was my childhood, I had to have my own copy of Spirited Away. Because why the hell not? And of course, I remember owning some of these Pokemon movies when I was a kid, so when I found out that Tanner was getting rid of this Pokemon collector set, I was like, how dare you? I'm gonna keep this for myself. I bet you guys have heard of this rom-com, my teen romance comedy snafu. It's another one of those series that I've meant to watch because I heard it was really funny and it's also pretty good. So no one else picked it up, so I was like, why not? Oh, and by the way, Tanner also had Psycho Pass, but Luis really wanted it, so I was just like, he can have it. I have Netflix. Psycho Pass is on Netflix, so I might as well watch it off that. And it's in dubbed, so I'm happy. The next one is Love, Election, and Chocolate. Tanner said it was one of those romance animes that he highly recommended for me. I mean, the cover was kind of, it kind of almost gave off this, like, ecchi vibe, but Tanner reassured me that this is not ecchi in the slightest. However, Tanner, if you do lie to me, I'm coming after you. The next one Tanner also recommended for me was Murder Princess. From the look of it, I thought it was a horror anime, but then Tanner was like, no, it's morely action and adventure with sword fighting and stuff, which I can handle with just fine, because I watched Yona of the Dawn and I can handle that just fine. Now, this anime I thought I was gonna give a risky shot at was The Pet Girl. I believe I've seen clips of this show before, like, it's been memed ever since it first came out. Like, I thought I was leaning, like, more towards the probably not watching side because I was afraid it was gonna be very fan servicey, and, like, most of you guys know I hate fan service, I hate ecchi stuff. But Tanner said I should not be worried about this. Like, they probably have some funny moments here and there, but the fan service does not take over the entire show, which, like I said, I don't like ecchi and fan service anime because that stuff usually takes over the entire plot of the story, which I can't stand. And before I get to the last anime that Tanner got for me, I just wanted to find something, or show you something that I got that I thought it was pretty cool, but it's not really for me because there's no way I could transport this onto my computer. It's more for my friend because he obsesses about this anime and manga series a lot. Tanner was planning on getting rid of the Rave Master soundtrack. If you don't know what Rave Master is, it was Fairy Tail before Fairy Tail came out. It's written by the manga was written by the same guy who wrote Fairy Tail. I'm not sure if I think the anime was created by the same studio. I think I could be completely totally wrong about that, but they've done Rave Master / Fairy Tail crossovers before, like OVAs and stuff, so I'm assuming they're done by the same studio, or else they would. I think they could probably do it because same creator, but if I am completely totally wrong, there should be something like above my head saying, "Cait, you're wrong." But if there's not, then there's not. But like I said, it's not really for me, it's for my friend who is obsessed with the Rave Master series, and I believe he would love binge listening to this. So I'm gonna give it to him the next time I see him. And the last anime that I got in this Blu-ray disc is Problem Children Are Coming from Another World, Aren't They? Again, I thought I took a risk shot at this because, again, I thought it was another fan service type thing, but Tanner says this is actually more comedy than it is fan service, so I should be completely, totally fine. I mean, considering the characters on the front cover, I hope I'd be laughing my ass off while watching this. Fortunately, like, my roommates have the TV in the living room, and I have a DVD player, so I hope we can pop this in and watch the show. And yes, they know I got this stuff, because I came back pretty late last night, and they were like, "Caitlin, what's up with the yellow bag?" So I hope you guys liked that little haul thing I just did. I don't know if this is going to be like an every month thing or anything like that, because sometimes I don't really get a lot of stuff like over time. Like this happened by chance, and Christmas was Christmas if you watched the last haul video. So this is probably going to be a once in a blue moon thing if some event comes up, or if I go to on a Disney trip and I do like a shopping binge, which I usually don't do because I'm a college student. The money's not mine. Well, some of it is mine because I earned it over jobs or whatever, but some of that money is not really mine, so I don't really spend money on dumb things if the money's not mine. But I digress. I was planning on posting another video today, or making another video today, so I hope you guys are anticipating for that. At least I believe I'll have it posted by tomorrow. Or maybe Thursday at most. So hope you guys are going to be watching that. And I'm Cait Cher, and it's been real. Bye bye.